Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over a little bit how to use files in Google Colab. Okay, so this will be different. Any program that's going to use a file will have to treat differently somewhat on PyCharm as we would on Google Colab. Okay, so as we speculated in class, you can get to Google Drive documents from Colab. You just have a little setup to do. You can also get to local files on your computer. So that if you want to look that up, you can try that. What is not clear to me yet is if you share a document that's accessing one of your drives, I don't know if all that works. I suspect it does. We'll have to figure it out. Okay. So anyway, the things you have to do to connect your Google Drive first. Okay. So you'll have one code block. We have from google.colab import drive, drive mount, then /content/G drive. Okay. When you do that, it's going to ask you which Google account you want to use whichever your Google account is. You're going to have to give it permission to do that. Okay. Once you've done that, so now I'm in a different window here. Okay. So I've got, well, and once you've done that, you'll be able to click on this little file folder here and see that you now have your G drive and you have the My Drive and you have all of the files that you have on Google Drive. And as you see, I've got a bunch. Okay, so they're all there. Okay. So what I did, I went ahead and created, let's pop up. I want to double click a -- files directory. I did -- because that's going to come first in the alphabetical list. If I put files here, it's easier to find rather than going through, I had mine in the 01 CSC 2240-Python / Colab programs, all that. So I just created this for files. Okay. And then I went out on the internet and found that there's a whole bunch of stuff from the New Zealand census, the 2018 New Zealand census. So cool. Okay. So I've got this file. I had a long name. I just concatenated the name a bit to call it just census. It's a CSV file, comma delimited file. Okay. So once I've done that, you see that it's in the G drive, the My Drive, the files, but I've mounted it in content first. Okay. So I have to do this %cd on this little machine I've created that's mounted my G drive at content G drive, content G drive, My Drive -- files. Okay. That puts me to this directory. I'm then importing Python's library for CSV files. Okay. So I'm importing that. I'm doing a file open to the census.csv. Okay. I'm then creating a CSV reader from the CSV file here is equal to csv.reader on that file, census file. Okay. I'm then creating a blank list for a header. I'm using the CSV reader object there to get the headers from that, printing out the headers, creating an empty row list. I'm doing a for row in CSV reader, rows.append the row, and then printing out those rows. Okay, so I'm creating each row into a rows list and then printing that out. Okay, if you run that, you see that it does go through, and this is for apparently the highest degrees or highest qualifications that folks have in New Zealand. So it's going to give me, if I were just doing the headers, it would tell me, okay, let me do that first. If I just do, wrong way. If I do that only, okay, it's going to give me what? So we have the code, highest qualification, and then the census resident population counted age 15 years and older. Okay, so we can get that and then actually print out that. So that's what the rows mean. And then we're able to get the actual data from that. Okay. So we'll be doing more with files later, but this is just to show you the basic ideas on how we can get to our Google Drive files from within Google Colab.